Alright, so we're going to go through the 22 steps in making your first design. I'm excited about this, so let's get right into it. So you're going to open your file explorer or anything using opening files. So go to the folder where you downloaded those files, then go to introduction, then you see exercise files. Right here you see this app called Pixellab Extra. It has some functions, so click on it and open it. It's going to take you some time, then it's going to install. Let's just wait for it. Then once it's installed, second step, it's going to click open, and now we are going to allow, just do the necessary things. And the third step, select the Instagram canvas size. So these are where we have the sizes, and we are going to scroll to where we have the Instagram. Then we're going to click on it and it's going to open. So the fourth step is to delete the default text, which is actually when you click on this, you're just going to go on delete. Okay, we are going to click on delete, and this is delete. So you're just going to click on it and it's going to ask you confirm, and that's it. So step 5 is to bring in your background. To bring in your background, you're going to click on this, then go to gallery. From gallery, then it's going to take you to your, I've already opened this before, but just go into the same folder where we install the app. Look at the main folder here, go to introduction, go to exercise files, then this is the background. Just click OK, then you're going to resize it. Okay, resize this using this handle until it covers the whole screen. So we're going to reduce the opacity. To reduce the opacity, we're going to come here to this tab, and we're going to go to where we have opacity. This is opacity. Click on it and you're going to reduce the opacity to 50%. So as you drag it, be watching those handle, the percentage there, drag it to 50, and you're going to click OK. The sixth step is to change the background color to white. To change the background color, all you just need to do is to come here, click on this, and now you're going to choose color, which is this first one. Click on it. Then we're going to change from gradient to color. Okay, and we're going to pick white. Okay, and we can just click OK. Now the seventh step is to import your model. So again, we're going to come here and we're going to click from gallery. Since the folder is already open, it's going to take you straight to that part of your file, and you just need to click OK. And without doing anything, just click OK again. And remember the handle, you're going to use it to resize it. When working with images, this is where you're going to use to resize image. This is it. So you're going to select relative size, which is this one, relative size, and now we're going to make it a specific size so that we can have the same design all through. So for the width, we're going to make it 74. So we're going to use this minus icon to reduce it to 74, and for the height, we're going to make it 99. So make it 99. So now we have it as the same size. So the next is to align it to the middle of the grid. To align it to the middle of the grid, we're going to bring in our grid, which is this icon. Click on it and you're going to see these lines drawing through. In order to make it align to the middle, we're going to on this magnet icon, and now when you drag your model, you're going to see it snapping to those lines. Okay, so we want it to have something like this. Please, when dragging yours, make sure that you see the distance and here and this line that is running across. Okay, this line, you can see that the hair is just a little bit that line, so you can place it in the right length. So we have that. So the next thing we're going to do, type in joy. Okay, so again, we're going to come here, this is where you import things. You're going to type in text, and now you're going to double tap on this text. Okay, it's just nothing, it's just double tap. It's going to open the edit panel. Then in order to delete everything once, you're going to click on this and everything is gone. And the next thing you're going to do is to type in the word joy and click OK. In order to resize this, we're going to come here, which is the editing format for text. Come here and we're going to scroll to where we see size. Okay, we're going to drag this all the way up. It's not to the size that we want yet, because we're going to be increasing this to 641 or 640. But in order to do that, we're going to use the handle here, and it's going to show. It's not going to update here now, but when you close this and come back to it, size, it's going to update. So you keep testing until you get that number. Okay, size is 5. Let's come here, 634. We can use this with this. You can use this, doesn't necessarily have to be the 641 that I used initially. So we're gonna go to font, and we're going to use BBAS. Okay, now watch this. Keep scrolling down and you see this special, bold special, and here is BBAS new regular. So you're gonna click OK, and your font has been changed. So you're gonna place it somewhere here. Okay, and now we are going to, so in order to change the font color, we're going to come here and we are going to choose this color, and we're going to scroll all the way almost to the end. Then these are default colors here. You're going to click on this orange and click OK. So step number 12, we're going to make the text interact. In order to make the text interact, we're going to introduce you to the layer panel, which is actually this. When you click on this, let's hide this first here, and we're going to see the layer. So when you hide this now, it's not going to be showing on your Canva or your design page. So this is hide, this is to lock. You'll not be able to move it. We'll get all this later on when we start looking at the interface of Pixellab. So for now, we're just going through the 25 steps, the 22 step for you to make your first design. So we're going to duplicate this by coming here. We're going to duplicate the joy by coming here. I'm going to say copy. After making the copy, it's not going to align well, so we're going to use our grid again to align it. Drag until it snaps. Okay, so you're going to go to your layer again, and now we're going to hold this part and drag it below our model. Okay, so we have one joy in front of our model and we have the second one behind our model. Now the one on top of our model, we are going to reduce the opacity. We're going to take out the opacity totally until you don't see anything. So we're going to move now to stroke, because we're going to add some stroke, and we're going to put on the stroke, and we're going to change the color of the stroke to the red, the orange color that we chose before. Okay, we missed the step. That's teacher error. We're going to go back to opacity and we are going to increase the opacity again, but we're going to change the color and we're going to make it transparent. In order to make the text transparent, we're going to click the plus icon here, and let me go back so you can see that. We're going to click the plus icon here. Plus icon, it's not clicking, let me use my finger. Okay, and we're going to drag the slider all the way to this point so that it's transparent, and we're going to click OK, and now we have that effect that we saw at the beginning. So we're going to try as much as we can to align this text. Remember, put on the grid and it's just going to help us to snap things. Okay, so we have this aligned properly. Now we're having the text interacting with the model. So the next step, which is step number 13, format unspeakable. So we're going to bring another text. We're going to click the plus icon, break text here. I'm going to double tap on this default text. I'm going to click delete everything. I'm going to type in unspeakable. Click that first, and we're going to click OK. And now we have unspeakable. The next thing we're going to do is to select the fonts that we use in making this. So we're going to go to font. Okay, we have font here, and we're going to come to slide all the way almost to the bottom until you see this one called signatures, and we are going to select this fourth one. I don't know what the name is because it's very hard to read, but I just want us to use it because these are the font fonts. So we're going to scale it and make sure that it's almost the size I want. But if you look at our text, you can see that something's chopping off this edge, and we're going to bring that to review back by using what they call padding. Still on the text tab, I'm going to look for padding. Click on padding. Let me go back and show you that. Click on padding, and now this is left padding. By left padding, is just going to create, it's going to push the text out, and right padding is going to put the text out, create more space in the text box. So you click OK, and now put on your grid again and just let it align to the middle, and hide your grid by touching again. Step 14, we're going to make a round edge rectangle. So we're going to click the plus again, click plus, and we're going to click shape. Okay, now we're going to drag this all the way down. Make sure we resize this using those handles and make sure it aligns. Then put on your grid again so that it can help you snap to the center. And now you're going to turn this radius to about 3 so that we can have a little nice round edges. I know you can't see this very well, but if you look at this place very well, you can see that we have some round edges is going on even with this part that you can see. So the next thing we're going to do is to actually choose a color. So we're going to go to the shape formatting tab, then we're going to go to color, put on the color, and we're going to go to our orange again and select it, and now you click OK. Now that we have done formatting the rounded edge rectangle, we are going to add your handle. Okay, so we're going to go click on text again, click text, add text, double tap, and now I'm going to type your handle. Let's say we're going to say follow at, you can add your handle here at Mr. Gravity. Mr. Gravity. This is my Instagram handle. You can follow me if you want. I would like it. Okay. Oh, now you can see I mistakenly dragged something that I've already positioned before. In order to avoid that problem, we're going to go to layer, and we're going to lock all this layer that we've already done with. So we're going to click on this. By this, even though my hand hits it, it's not going to move again. So let's close layer panel. Now if I touch anything, I can't move all these because I've already locked them, except my text that I've not locked. So we're gonna, okay, I think I need to lock that too. Come here and lock. So we have this. So position it to a size that is relatively okay. You can just make that 128 by going to, remember, if you're working with text, you go to format to, and now you're going to go to size. You can make it that's big. Let's make it 22 because we're going to change the 28 or something. Let's change the font to something. Select font, and we are going to select, I think, something like Nest Art. I think that's what I use. Nest Art. Okay, while I choose Nest Art, which is Nest Art Light, then I select this. I use this handle to select this part, which is just Gravity, and I select, okay, let me show you this, and I select board. Okay, that's what I did. So click OK, and now we have it. So we're going to place this right here at the middle, and we're going to change the color to white. So let's change the color, select color, change it to white. Okay, so now we have our design set. Step 16, to add some depth. To add some depth to your design, we're going to unlock the model layer, select it, and we're going to go to the, remember, we're in formatting shape or images. This is where you come to. So we're going to scroll to where we have shadows, and we're going to click on shadows. We're going to bring the shadows up, and once the shadow is set, we're going to make the drop shadow to be 25%. We're going to drag it all the way up, and for the X, for the offset of X, we're going to make it to be minus 14. Okay, minus 14, okay, minus 14. Then for the offset of Y, we're going to make it minus 47. Okay, minus 47 or just 47, I think. Okay, 47, I think 47, let's add one, it's 47. So now that we have it, but you can see that our shadow is too dark. So in order to reduce the shadow, because there's nothing like opacity, we're going to apply, we're going to click the plus icon, and again we're going to drag this slider because it's just going to bring the opacity of that particular color. So we're going to drag it to be something like this, somewhere in the middle, and now we are having our shadows this way. So we're going to do the same thing for this box. I've already locked it before, so let's go and unlock it by clicking on it. This is it here. So we're going to add drop shadow to, and now we're going to select this transparent one that is light, and now we're going to take it all the way up, take our offset to, okay, I think minus 14 we chose the other time, so that all the shadows can align. Then these, you don't necessarily then have to be the same with the drop shadow of the image, but in order to make it more unique, you can just make it the same, which is 45, I guess, 45. And we're going to, is it 45 or 49? It's 40 something, but at least it should give direction of light, that the light is coming from this direction, so that the shadow is casting a little bit to this part. Then we can also have this shadow casting a little bit even on the dress of the model. So immediately we are done with that, I'm going to click OK. I'm going to hide our grid so that we see our design. Now we are here with our design, but I feel some things are a little bit too big and too upward. Okay, we're going to leave our design like this. And so now that we're done, we're going to save our project. So we're going to come to this icon, and we're going to save it as project, not as image yet. Save as project, and we're going to save it as, I've already saved this before, that's why it's popping up. My first design, while I was practicing, my first design v2. Okay, I'm going to click OK. Now that you've saved it as a project, it has not been saved to your phone, so we are going to save it to our phone right now. So we're going to click the same icon, and now we're going to save it as image. Okay, for the rest of the course, you are going to be saving your design this format. Okay, so pay attention. So we have it as, we're going to save it as PNG so that it can be clear and sharp. And we're going to click on this dimension, and we're going to click on ultra. Okay, now that you're done, just click on save. It's going to take a while, and it's going to save into your smartphone. And that's it, you're done making your first design. But let's take things a little bit further. We're going to go to our gallery, and you can see the image here. Don't mind all these other ones, the ones I made before now. So we have our design here, but let's take things a little bit further by going to step number 19, is to install Snapseed. So we're going to open Explorer, and we're going to click on install, and just give it some time and just wait until it installs. Please, if you don't have enough space, you might have issues with installation of apps. Okay, so click open. Then now we're going to import our design. Okay, you can click the plus icon, we're going to allow, then just wait a little bit. And now our design is already in the recent tab, which is actually this. Okay, I don't know how this may work, but wherever you save your file to, just go there and import your design. This is the first one here. So now we're going to scroll all through this, all these styles. As you can see here, we have the styles, we have the tools, we have the exports. Okay, we're going to go through all the styles and click on pop. Okay, pop is going to make your design bright and vibrant. Okay, just by clicking on that, that's all you need to do, is just to click OK, and you're going to click export, and you're going to click export. It's going to take you a little while, and that's it. And your design is set before and after. So these are the 22 steps in making your first design. So thank you. I want you to make the same thing and submit it in the group, and I really want to see what you got. Okay, how you've been able to make something really cool like this. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial.